Give people a couple seconds to join. I mean, couple minutes. What's up, gang? Good evening. I'm gonna start around 10:01. All right, y'all. Start. You can see my screen. We're good to go. What's up, El Chapo? All right, I'm gonna go over SPY and Qs like I always do first, and then I'll talk about some names. All right, so futures is red right now. We're gonna start coming down, team. I think tomorrow's gonna be the day that we're gonna start at least dropping back down to, I'll say 400 or 401. So be very cautious on upside and don't stay too bullish. We might just get a pop and drop. I'm only saying that because these two green days were like inside trading. There wasn't a lot of price. It was price action to the upside, but it didn't hold. The buyers got smacked back down. So we wicked up. So that's why I'm saying tomorrow we could possibly start making the move to finally give us a red candle on the daily. So on SPY, the levels that I'm watching specifically, and I'm also gonna tell you XPX levels. All right, so SPY, I honestly like. I think we're gonna open lower from here. This is where we closed at, and then after hours it did this movement. So 405 and under, 405 and under is a good level to watch on puts. That's actually the puts that I ended up taking on Friday when I missed the opening run. I ended up shorting the 405 puts. So we could look at 405 for sure. And if we decide to go bullish tomorrow, which I doubt, but if we are, I'll say 408.35 and above is a good level to watch. Because the only reason I'm saying we gotta prepare for those two levels is because we are still a little bullish on the RSI. Look, it could still dance all the way up here. And we still really haven't gotten a 10 change here. So it could try to boost up, but if we do pop up, it's definitely gonna start rejecting around here, this 410 zone. That's gonna be a strong, let me make sure. Yeah, 410 is gonna be a strong resistance zone. So we could open red and then try to rip to 410 and then smack down. Could be a wild one. We got a lot of earnings this week. We got AMD, Apple. I think. Let me see what are the names. I want to get all the names correct before. Um, so yeah, we got not not Apple. Is Apple McDonald's? I think Apple's next week. Hold on. When is Apple? Sorry, team. Oh, it is. Yeah, this week. I'm not bugging the second. Okay, so yes, Apple, McDonald's, A&D, Snap, UPS, Zom could be a ER run up to on Tuesday. Could be a beautiful ER run up. We got Sony, we got Merck. So we got a lot going on this week. So we gotta be prepared. The cues. So I'm gonna show y'all what levels catch my attention. The cues. So this is the cues. Same thing as SPY. Everything's really pushing to the upside. I think the cues might come down before SPYs. That's just my personal opinion. But we'll see how that plays out. So the cues, I like 393.30 and under for puts. And if it decides to shoot to the upside, which it could, of course, we got earnings this week. So, and look, it's just crossing my 200 day. So if we hold above the 200 day, then it will push. And I'll say I'll watch 299.90 for upside. Now, I think, okay. So yeah, it could definitely push to the upside. It is approaching. Look, this is a little gap fill spot from the 9th to the 10th of June. Yeah, there's a little gap fill. So could be filling that little gap. So let's see what happens. But futures is red right now. So XPX levels, I'll post it in the chat tomorrow morning as well. We're gonna watch 40.15 for puts, and obviously 40.97 for calls. So 40.15 for puts and 40.97 for calls if it pushes. All right, so there's some names. All right. So Square was doing great, right? So I ended up looking up PayPal since Square was doing great. Now, the reason I like PayPal is because we're trading in a little tight sequence over here in the past 2 weeks, right? And it's just starting to break to the upside now. Granted, it's gonna try to test my 200. I'm looking for the break of 200. This is why I actually saw this setup as possibly an A plus setup. We got this too, breaking recent highs on the RSI. MACD looks very well. We got still dark tint and it grew on Friday. And look, formed like a little, sorry, like a little uptrend to the upside. So everything's pushing to the upside. So I'm watching, hold on. I thought I mapped this out. Hold on real quick, team. All right, so this level is good. And this level is valid. All right. Let me put some more levels. All right. So I want to see number 15 is where I'm gonna decide my break entry. So 82. I think I'm gonna watch 82.80 possibly. So 82.80 is gonna be the zone I think I'm gonna watch. Because it could definitely reach 83.5 and reject right at my 200. Yes. So let me PayPal. Let me see how Square look. We spoke about PayPal. Square's risky. Square could drop. And Square's already above the 200. So no, I like PayPal. PayPal might be the lagger. Okay. ENPH looks good too, team. EMPH, they've been getting beat down, as you can see. So it could possibly start pushing to the upside. This could be a bounce off of resistance. This is 1, 2, 3 rejects. So it could be building support. I like how we could be basing with a double bottom on the MACD, and our tint is already changing. And definitely, definitely oversold. And it's already curling, pushing to the buy side basically. So I'm watching EMPH tomorrow. We could watch both sides, to be honest. The tight channel that is on. So downside, I would say I'll say 201.50 could possibly flush more. So I'll put an alert here for downside. I'll adjust that in the morning. And then this one, upside, cleaner. I'll say 214. I like it. I'll say 80. I'll adjust this one too.
What's your bias on in phase though, Cam? Like up or down? So just curious.
Up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm leaning more
For
towards the
sure.
upside, but I just want to be prepared for anything basically. But I'm leaning for the upside because it's been going down for a while. Like, oof.
Usually solar does good when market's weak. At least like I remember like a few months ago or something like that,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And I got a few other ones that are solar as well. So this is one. We got Run as well. And Nami was even talking about solar names last week too. So Run looks good too on the daily, looks beautiful to be honest. We got a nice strong candle on Friday. I just wish we had more volume. Volume wasn't that well, but RSI looks strong, very strong, about to cross. So it might be a violent move to the upside. The MAC still dark, so it's still valid. I just wanted to push to the positive side. There's this MACD's on the negative side, so hopefully it starts turning so we could get some price action to the positive side on the MACD, so the bulls could be in charge basically, and we could start pushing at least to 20, could possibly push to 30, depends on the price action. But tomorrow I'm gonna look at an entry above. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Okay, so we just kissed my 200 EMA. Oh no, actually we held it, so good. All right. So 29, I'm sorry, 29, sorry, 2640. I'm gonna look at 2640 on run tomorrow for the 20. I think they got 27 calls. I gotta verify. But this will be a level that I'll need it to hold to possibly keep pushing. I'm gonna start trimming around at least almost 27 and then try to see if we can revisit 27 or better over here, this price. So I got run and phase. FSLR looks good too. It moved pretty good on Friday to the upside. As soon as it basically reclaimed VWAP, it rode the 9 all day. I was up here, it dropped, but VWAP was very respected. So I like this one. Let me show you on the daily how it looks before I pick a level. It might have one more day to push before it drops because I know we reaching resistance area around here. So I'm looking for this wick fill on FSLR. We got everything. This looks like a double bottom almost, but just a lower pivot, but it's still breaking, could still break towards this high. And the bulls are still in play and a little stronger, so that's good. This is a beautiful double bottom with a higher pivot, just crossing. So usually when all solar names or whatever sector you're looking at and they're all lining up to the upside, follows usually follows through. So we're gonna look at I like I know they got 180 calls for sure. Let me see if we close at one. If we could get 179 entry, it would be good. But if we can't, I would definitely look for 180, 65 entry for sure. Yeah, 180, 65 entry around there. Because I know they got 182.5s, I believe. So you could get that one, which is not a strong resistance area. And it could easily break it and go higher, at least up to here. I will take profits before it rejects around here. So I think I got one more solar name.
That might be the one to watch too, Cam. That ATR is pretty high and spiking right now.
Yes, sir. What's up, my brother?
What's up, man? How's it?
Good.
That ENPH has a nice bullish divergence too, everybody, on the MACD and RSI.
Yes, sir. BTU is another one, right? Beautiful
Absolutely.
bounce right here on this wick on Thursday off the EMA. Friday, bulls held the level with strength around that 26.5 level. So we're gonna possibly see a beautiful reversal once this starts. I think we need one more 10 chains, smaller cascading right here to start pushing, but I like how the RSI is lining up beautifully. Basically, if this thing cracks, hold on, let me show the 15 because 15 is where I pick my levels. If this thing cracks and breaks my 200, we could fly. So I'm gonna say 27.5. I'm gonna watch on BTU. In fact, 55, 55, 55. 27.55 on BTU is a good. I'll adjust that later, guys. It's a good buy zone. I think from there we could possibly push to the 28. Nice little $3 move. Sometimes this stock goes crazy. I've actually called it out in the chat one time, a few times, and it went crazy. So BTU, I think that's it. Let me verify.
Is this considered a like a minerals or what is it? A materials or something stock BTU or is it like
I have it
energy?
in my energy.
Coal.
Okay.
It's coal.
Oh, it's coal. So is it
Mhm.
like the same as like like what is it the
I think they produce energy off of it.
Yeah, I said energy minerals
Yep,
coal.
yep. That's why I have it under my energy. They definitely produce energy off the coal. That's why. Okay.
okay.
So
Yeah.
more
So this will
industrial.
be part of XLE, you think, Cam? Like the XL energy sector?
You know what? That's a good question.
I'm
I,
gonna look it up
I,
right now. I'll answer that in a second for you.
I
thank
appreciate
you,
that.
Steve.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, my brother.
Anytime else, but
Yeah. Let me while he gets that answer, let me look at these other ones for you. Oh no, I have another one. Sorry. This is not really solar, but Generac. Let me see. This is more for the hold on. All right, guys. So Generac, this is not really part of the solar sector. Um, let me just run through the things that I like. So we have the RSI already. We're kind of late, but it still didn't make a strong move because it's just breaking out of this price channel on the 115 and 110 zone. So it broke out on Friday. So I'm hoping for us to break and hold to possibly push to 120 zone on Monday. So everything looks good. We got the Mac as well, breach into the upside. I think it's still dark. Yeah, it is, and it grew. So I'm definitely gonna watch GNRC above. This should be an easy break entry. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this should be, it might open higher, hopefully it doesn't, but And if it bounces, this will be a good bounce zone to enter around 112. Because like I said, the futures are red, so we'll see what happens. But above, I'll say above 118. Let me see, 118. Is 118 good? Let me see. Yeah, I'll say 119.20. So I'll watch GNRC above 119.20 and either 125 calls or 120. I think they're in increments of 5 if I'm not mistaken. So I think that one is the last one. Yeah. Okay. So UPS has ER, right? So UPS. Let's look at UPS. Winners. Pre-market Tuesday. Okay. So UPS has been respecting a nice little uptrend, right? So ER is approaching, could be a setup to the upside. I gotta see if basically what's the EPS looking like and everything, but it looks very bullish in my
That's a
opinion,
really nice channel.
very
Right here,
bullish.
see that?
So we gotta watch out for this one. FedEx could be the sympathy, but I like UPS. It's a beautiful channel break in my opinion. So we got this good. We on the positive side. It already pushed to, it already crossed. So that's good. That means it still moved to the upside. We got the RSI, same thing, already crossed. So they still moved to the upside, possibly finally breaking the channel with this UPS chart on the candlestick, sorry. So let me see what it looks on a level that we could get in. This should be an easy level entry. Yeah, I would say break above this wick, which is above this trend that I drew just now. So 184.05, I'll watch UPS. Let me see. Yeah, well, definitely 184.05. ER is approaching. Let me see the potential that it could reach. Give you guys my personal opinion. Oh, so if it does, I think it can go to 200. Let me see. No, that's too optimistic. I said 190. 190, 195. Wait a minute, hold on. How high did this go? Yeah, 190. It'll be like 190 if it rips for ER on Tuesday. Or if not, we just catch the IV move on ER day. Like definitely I'm dying to call one of those out. Been working a lot this whole week that passed. So UPS, I think I got another one. I think it was this one. Let me make sure 1 second. See, look at my notes. So this one. Why did I like this one? Hold on, team. Okay. Oh, okay. It's holding an uptrend channel. Okay. That's why I like this one. Yeah. Nice good candle on Friday. Let me see this. 10 change. Curling. Okay. So AOS, right? I played this ticker before in the chat. Wow, okay. They have earnings as well. Hold on, guys. Oh, with UPS. Interesting. Okay. Might be doing the same thing as UPS, setting up for earnings. So we got a double bottom move here on our side before it's crossing, so that's good. We'll possibly get into the move to push it at least to at almost 63. So I'm looking at a break above 61. I'll watch it above 61. I think 61 is a good zone to watch it. If it breaks and holds that, we could definitely go easily to 61.5 and then better. So this will be the alert on us. Yeah, that one can delete. 61. Let's do 61 10 to make sure it holds. 6110. We're not gonna really miss anything, especially if it does the ER move. So watch that one. Two tickets with earnings. I also like T Doc. I'm talking about health now. Okay, so I'm looking for T Doc to fill this price level on this red candle. And if it decides to break, we could possibly kiss my 200. So we got RSI bullish, very bullish. It didn't even go near the yellow line, and it's looking like it wants to break the recent highs over here. We got MACD. Oh, sorry about that. We got the MACD pushing higher to the positive side, and it's dark and higher than the previous one. So T-Doc and this is a crazy channel T-Doc's been trading on, like super support team. This is the stuff that I'll be doing right here. Look. So right here it's super, it bounced so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4. It rejected here, but 5, 6. This could be the 7th bounce. So odds are it's gonna go higher. You know, this is a good entry. And if I extend this more, you can see how it always reacts around that price level. So we just missed it around this date, but we didn't really miss no action. We would have got in here. We got a doji on this day. The real day of entry was Friday, but I could see it going higher. Everything is pushing towards the upside. Earnings is coming up on a long way out. Interesting.
Hey Cam, real quick, I just want to point out, you see that big red candle on T-Doc? That was the day that happened on Monday when we had that glitch with the stock exchange. Like you'll see that with Walmart and all that. So, I
Oh,
don't
okay.
Yeah,
so
it's not real.
yeah, so just be I don't want us to get faked out or
Okay.
with the price
Okay.
Like
action
that's
on
not a real level.
But
yeah.
over here, look.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure. Like your
yeah,
analysis is cool, but I just realized because I'm looking at the chart and I was like, that
yeah,
candle was because of that glitch though.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. So it's to our advantage essentially. We could
And
go higher.
remember what oil did? Didn't oil do it too? Or I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
All the
MRO.
names that
It
Oil
was like
did
a
it,
handful
and
of stocks,
and
a handful of stocks it happened
yeah,
to.
oil did do it.
Nike,
And,
all types of stuff.
it it did go down. As soon as that glitch came off, everything came down. But a day or two later, oil revisited. So but you're right about that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It did revisit, you're right.
Yeah, oil revisited.
So it
So
could happen.
it could happen. It's 50-50. You're right. You're right. But I don't even care about this, to be honest, because I'm like I'm talking about these levels over here too. But you're right. Thank you for pointing that out, bro. We're gonna go with, I think that I don't. Oh, what I was gonna tell you about the other health names that's throwing me off. I only like T-Doc and WBA, but then the rest and CVX as well. The rest look bearish as hell. I'll show you guys why. So Walgreens looks good, 100% to the upside. Everything that I like, that you guys know I like to play, is lining up. This is a break above at least 37. I'm gonna be honest. I'll wait till it gets to 38 and hold and try to get into the 40 calls. So I'll put an alert there. Yeah, because then from there it could definitely go to at least 38.5 or 38.60 and see if it could hit this EMA. But the other ones like Pfizer, I heard some news about them trying to alter the vaccines to mutate it.
Yeah, bro. They got exposed. It was crazy.
Yeah, so I think that's what's getting into them because they've been getting whacked, bro. And the daily looks disgusting. Like, oh man, look, it's no strength to the. This looks like it's gonna drop more. Like
It
everything is
could break
bad.
macro this week. Yep.
It could honestly drop down to this zone like that because of that news. That's what I'm thinking. So, these. Let me see what levels. This is easy. Oh shit! I ended up clicking this. I hope I didn't. All right. All right, so this is an easy level to watch on Pfizer. If it goes on the 43.50, we flush at least to 43, at least. If it decides to break to the upside, which I'm not to the upside, I'm bearish. I'm not to the upside. Just simply watch. I'll watch my white line. If it breaks 44.5, then it could possibly break all the way to at least this price level. But these look bearish. Like Pfizer looks bearish. Like I'm gonna run through some tickers. I'm not gonna put levels on them, but I'm gonna just tell you like on the daily how they look. You know, even Johnson and Johnson looks like a look. It's not even. It didn't even try to go upside to the yellow. Merck also looked, but I don't know. Health is looking. I mean, health was the strongest sector of one of the strongest sectors of 2022, and they
Money's
are coming
rotating
off
out of
their
it.
they're coming off their highs too. So it makes sense. You understand? This makes sense. So look, Merck looks crazy, like it's gonna nosedive. Look, everything looks weak. UNH was another one. There was a whole bunch that I was like, I'm gonna just run through them with you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look, this looks weak as F. Look, 10 change. This is gonna probably go down more. And Myrna was probably the only one. No, looks weak too. Look, double top. RSI should drop, no lie, to this area. No lie. So Myrna, we watching this one. I'm gonna put a level for sure because I like this one to the downside. Um, I feel like I feel like we're gonna open up lower than 187. I don't know why, but I like 187 under for the 185. I'm sorry. Yeah, 187. They got 185 calls and 180. I think 180 calls could actually work. But I like the 185s. They're safer. So
185 puts, right?
yeah, I'm sorry, puts. Yeah,
Okay.
I apologize. Puts. I'm bearish. So 185 zone, for the puts under 187. Let me see. Yeah, once we go under 187, you could go for the 185 puts on Myrna. Not bullish at all, to be honest. So that's a few names that's I think onto the downside. I'm watching EVs this week. Some people swung Neo, so I think Neo could go higher. Um, we got some price levels over here that could possibly be visited, and this looks very strong. They already got out of that little RSI channel, so we could go at least here. It has a little bit more room, so MACD is still good. Still looks great, actually. So Neo could possibly pull back though, because it did have a little run on Friday. It ripped, so I'm watching Neo. They gotta break. They gotta break the highs. I would watch, honestly, you get a good entry above. The 13 calls could definitely go, yeah. So I'll watch Neo above 1290 to try to get that sneaky entry. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. Let me see. Yeah, 1290, 91 around there. Hell yeah. Now, if it does want to go down, it should bounce around 1240 around there, hopefully. Hoping for the resistance to hold it and hope for the bounce to go to the upside. So this is not really EV, but it's EV related charge points. So charge point, right? What we got on charge point? We almost had a nice bullish engulfing. It was just this wick messed it up. But we had a nice volume Friday, real strong on charge point. Beautiful divergence to the upside on the RSI. We look good on the Mac. Everything looks good. It's sticking up right there. And the 10, we got to start. We got the dark 10, so that tells the Bulls are still winning. So I like charge point. I think we're gonna have to wait till it breaks this wick right here. That's best reward. Yeah, that's the best reward on this place. But once it breaks this wick, so the wick is above. So we're gonna watch 1295 on charge point tomorrow. Or the week. Let's see what happens tomorrow. So that's definitely not 1295. Hold on. I'll adjust that later. Around there. So yeah, we get in on charge point there to definitely go for 13 calls. Or maybe even 14 if you want to scalp it, depending on the price action we get. But I'm definitely leaning for the bull move on charge point. This, like I said, it's not EV, but it's EV related. That's why it caught my attention. Okay, so let me see. T-Doc. Let's see Baba. I think I saw something in Baba. I got it on my list. And then I'm gonna talk about Apple, and then I'm done, and I'll see if there's any questions, team. So Baba daily looks weak. I think we're gonna flush on Baba. We got everything just kissing literally on Friday. Everything just kissed to the downside. So Baba, I'm watching shorts. Is an ugly evening star, but it could be one. It is ugly. This is like a shooting star kind of in resistance zone right here. So Baba on the 160.50 should 116.50. Sorry, it sounded like I said 160. 116.50 should definitely go down at least to 114 and a half or at least 115. So we're gonna watch 116. I'll put the alert right. Put it right here. That's when you're gonna enter your shorts for the downside on Baba. If I mean I don't see it going up. This is super bearish. Like it's even this has a downtrend to the downside. So everything. So this should at least drop to here. So I'm gonna put a line here so we can revisit this later on. So let's see what Baba does. All right, let's talk about Apple. Okay, so Apple's been on a tear. It's just approaching the 200. It could possibly kiss it and get rejected. Like I don't see why it can't. Everything looks good. Like not really weak about it. I just don't know if I believe this run. Everything looks strong. It is reaching to overbought. So yeah, this is gonna drop any minute. So Apple could just start rejecting within the first half hour of the market. So we gotta be cautious. This is why I said SPY's gonna start coming down tomorrow into the week, and we're towards the end of the month. We got like 2 days left too. So I do expect the market to start reciting a little team. So I don't have any plays on Apple. Let me see if I give you guys level, just throw it in there for y'all. Obviously, this is an easy level of 145.50 puts for 145 puts to at least. But if we open up lower, great bounce levels on Apple is going to be 144.45, I'll say, around there, or 143.15, I'll say. Yeah, 143.15. So this is a nice little level we're respecting around here. So if it does ends up bounce, we get a bounce on Apple, sorry, which is almost near my 200. So that's not bad. All right, team. Let me see if there's any questions. If not, we on live tomorrow, Zoom, as usual.
I
We
think
had
you're
a
good.
great week.
For sure. Yeah, I think we're good, Cam. Just look at the chat. I was in it, so I don't think there were any specific questions.
All right.
Just
Everybody
got
eyeing Tesla and Lucid.
Tesla and Lucid. Tesla, let me see.
Oh, there's eyeing it. Seif and Kleiman eyeing it. So
What they eyeing the upside or downside?
looking for some continuation with all that momentum.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, okay, you guys hear me?
If it
There you are,
pushes
brother. Now you're here.
190,
See if you're here.
195 is a big zone on Tesla. If it does push higher, it should come back down to earth from 195. But this is a risky area on the RSI. So
Yeah.
be cautious. Lucid for sure after that Friday move. Hell yeah. Lucid is a big watch. That was crazy, y'all. Wow.
And
Yeah.
coin.
Oh,
Coin for sure.
coin went crazy. Wow.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, you take a look at Shopify and give your TA on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coin
man.
pushing.
Shopify is fire.
Every time coin hits 60 something, I'm always like, why don't I short it? And I always miss the train. So this is the train.
Not this week.
Yeah. Shopify is gonna be risky, man. I'll see. I'm gonna hear you out in the morning, but it's at a risky zone. Let me see where it could drop at though. It has to hold 51.50, I'll say. Well, that'll be a good entry on shop, but I would not swing it at all. This is not a swingable play, in my opinion. So, all right, gang. So tomorrow we on. Everyone get some sleep, get some rest, and tomorrow we're trading live.
Thanks for everything, bro.
Thank you, my brother.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
everyone.
See you in the
Everyone
morning.
have a good night. See you tomorrow.
You too, man.
All right, brother.
Later, y'all.
All right, man.